Mark, thank you so much for taking a few minutes today. Why don't you introduce yourself and the company, and we'll take it from there.
Great. Well, it's great to be here, and thanks for having me. Mark Servodidio. I run the firm called PGP Solutions, and after I left my corporate life, I started this business really focusing on leadership development, strategy, the connection between the two, and the impact on results for an organization. And it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know it has, because I know you well now, and I know how passionate you are about your work. I'm going to go back to when we first started having conversations. What did you see in Connex that might be helpful to PGP, given what your initiatives and your strategy and your goals were?
Yeah, I think what really got my attention was, even though the business has seen some good growth, it was through my own network and through organically through my current clients. And I think the thing I really was hoping to get, which I've been pretty excited about, is getting to a whole new network of opportunities, not only just in the health system space, but a real diversity of types of companies and clients and opportunities as well.
Yeah. Well, you've got great logos, you've got a great history of what you've done. But to your point, it's much easier when you're riding on past work and referrals with clients. It's much harder when you've got to go out and curate new stuff, especially in the space that you're in, which is incredibly crowded. And one of the first exercises that we took you through was the discovery, to really understand how are we going to set you apart in this crowded space. So maybe you could touch on that a bit, on what that experience was.
Yeah, I think for someone like myself in my firm, I've really been focusing most of my energy on delivering for clients, and really didn't have a chance to take as critical a look at how we're presenting ourselves in a way that really reflects what we're capable of, but also how we're differentiated. So what I appreciate you and the team doing is taking a time to look through everything, all of our tools, our materials, our process, talk about some of the things that we felt we were most successful at. And then you gave me some really direct feedback, which I appreciated, which is how I think we could reposition ourselves to really make it cleaner, simpler, more focused, more targeted, and really do a better job of reflecting our capabilities. So we made those changes, and I think it's been received pretty well.
Yeah, well, I want to talk about how those have been received with Connex, but it'd be interesting to hear from you how that's affected the work you're doing outside of Connex.
Well, how it has been is, I think for people that then click on our services, we've actually put more samples of our work products up on the site. And so people get to see more directly exactly what they would get, and it's and the way it's organized. And we also made some hard decisions where in past we felt like as clients gave us requests, we just kept sharing what we did and put it on our site, and it became too crowded in terms of the themes and the messages. So I think by having it be a simple few themes, sharing some tools and processes and products and endorsements that we've achieved, has been received well as people begin to check you out in terms of what your capabilities are.
Yeah, because that's one of the things that we love doing when we have new partners. It's not just about our Connex relationship. We want you to be successful in everything that you're doing, right? So let's pivot back to Connex then. That next part of the relationship then really targets the deliverable and procuring those opportunities. And you're earlier in the relationship, but you're getting really good traction. Maybe you can talk a little bit about, first of all, the preparation. Like what's different about how you're going into meetings as set against other things you might have done?
Well, I think there's a couple things. First of all, the quality of some of the connections have been great. These are people that are really open and really willing to make that connection. The second thing is, in terms of your helping us get prepped, in terms of what the opportunities are, what the challenges are for the current organization, it just helps really accelerate our ability to then be very focused in terms of what we can offer them in terms of solutions. In addition to our meetings where we really hear specifically some of their challenges, but it just helps us get prepped and feel confident going into those sessions.
No, that's awesome. Going in and having business intelligence so that it's not nice to meet you can cut out so much, 20 minutes of a conversation, and really helps you to figure out, is there a there, and what does that opportunity pipeline look like? And I guess that's like the next generation of the opportunity is, what are the outcomes? How do you rate those things? What has that experience been like for you as you're trying to figure out, okay, what's real, what's not, when you've got a quarterly report and looking at where you've been relative to where you're going?
Yeah, I think the thing that I've been very encouraged by is every one of the meetings has been a really solid discussion in terms of the opportunity, in terms of the potential partner really wanting to hear what your capabilities are. And in some respects, we've absolutely scheduled some follow-ups that have come out of that. But the quality of the conversations has been pretty thorough and pretty deep.
Yeah, awesome. Is there anything that I didn't cover that I should?
Yeah, I think the one thing you missed is for someone like myself who is entrenched in running the business day to day, one of the things I also appreciate is your speed to response, whether it's email, text, whatever the case may be. I think I love your use of your video messaging, because I could still keep doing what I need to do while I'm hearing you kind of deliver the message, as opposed to I've got another 20 emails to read. And I think your way about you, it kind of is, it's very inviting, very engaging, and that's not easy to find in new relationships. So I do appreciate kind of the personal connection, the speed, the attention, and the care to trying to make this be successful.
Thank you, Mark. Well, and I genuinely mean this. You make it easy. So, it's easy to give what you receive. So we really are excited about the relationship and where we're headed.
That's great. Well,
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.